I'm Nigel Wright. I'm Vice President of Wireless Product Marketing for Spirent Communications. Spirent Communications is one of the world's largest producers of telecommunications test and measurement equipment. So we actually look at new technologies in the lab before they're commercially deployed. We do business in most parts of the world. Our main customers are the people who manufacture communications equipment, people like Cisco, Juniper and so on. Network operators who would purchase equipment and integrate it into their networks and offer services over it. And enterprise and governments who make use of telecommunication services, so financial institutions, banks and so on. Probably a good topic to talk about today is something I think is very topical here in Singapore, the rollout of LTE technology. Now, LTE is a next generation, some call it 4G technology. From a consumer point of view, the primary benefit is faster data rates and lower delay, lower latency, which makes it good for things like real-time video conferencing and so on. From a network operator's point of view, one of the major benefits of LTE is that everything is going over IP, everything is going over a packet network. So it becomes much easier for an operator to offer a wide range of services in a very cost-effective way without having to dedicate resources to like circuit switch voice communication, which is traditionally the case in 2G and 3G networks. So some of the challenges that we're involved in is helping operators deal with the massive growth in subscribers on mobile networks. There are multiple elements to this. First of all elements of the network are dealing with a scale of traffic like they've never seen before. So trying to make sure that the network doesn't actually fall over when it experiences this level of traffic, and that there are no weak links or bottlenecks in the network is an area that we're very involved in testing. Rolling out new services over LTE. So very soon we will see voice over LTE deploying in commercial networks. I think initially in Korea and maybe in the US. But this is going to be a big evolution. This is moving to voice over IP, over radio networks. So the technical challenges involved in that are very significant. From a consumer point of view, it could bring very significant benefit. It makes it very easy for an operator to bundle a very wide range of services. So for example, to bundle voice with instant messaging, with video sharing, with video telephony, all bundled in a single application under a single user interface. No need anymore to switch between a bunch of third-party applications. It also gives operators the potential to continue to offer high-quality voice and to charge for it. So one of the changes with voice over LTE is that we can experience high-definition voice. So not the very muffled voice, if you like, that we've become used to over cell phones, but full-range voice with extremely high quality. Another area where we're helping operators with their network congestion is in areas like offloading data. So for operators going forward, the continued growth of data on their networks is a big worry. One technique that's going to be used to offset that is Wi-Fi offload. Now, all of us use Wi-Fi offload in one way or another today. So when we go to our houses, we may set up Wi-Fi to offload in an ad hoc way. But carriers now are working on strategies to manage the offload of that in a way that's completely seamless to the user. So it may be easy for me to offload when I get to my home, but I go to, I don't know, a coffee shop, I have to log on, passwords on, it's a big hassle. So with carrier-grade Wi-Fi offload, this is all managed by the network. So you'll get Wi-Fi service with the same security, with the same quality, with the same services offered as you would over your regular operator's network. But the operator has the advantage of having offloaded that traffic off their main network and therefore not clogging up the networks in a way that they have before. Another big area for us is security. So I think there's a growing recognition that mobile phones are vulnerable from a security point of view. So operators are putting in more and more elaborate security platforms. So we actually established that these platforms can not only protect against threats and bad things coming into the network and into devices, but actually can do it without affecting the user experience for other customers. So you want them stopping the bad things without them affecting your Facebook traffic or email traffic or whatever other traffic that you're intending to pass, without impairing that experience at the same time. So testing the ability of tools like firewalls and other security platforms to do that is another major area of work for us. Another big area of evolution actually that I think subscribers are going to see is another level of evolution in location services. So today, more and more applications will use your location to enhance the experience of the application for you. So whether that's a search for local restaurants or whatever that might be. But those of you who have experienced, messages like waiting for GPS because you happen to be indoors and so there's no GPS satellites, over the next couple of years we're going to see a big change in the evolution of that technology with phones, and to some extent the Apple iPhone you see does that today, that it'll use Wi-Fi hotspots, it'll use the network cell towers, it'll use sensors in the phone to track your movement. It'll use whatever technology it can to get you the subscriber location. Now once you've done that, a lot of things become possible. It really should be possible that when you're walking past a store in a shopping mall, for example, that it can send you a coupon for that specific store, if you really want that. So evolving those location-based services, particularly with LTE, which enables so many rich media and mapping services and so on, is going to be another big evolution in mobile technology, we think, over the next couple of years. And again, one that we're very, very involved in testing. Another one of the challenges with LTE is what we call spectrum fragmentation. So I have at the moment a phone that supports 4 bands. I can travel anywhere in the world pretty much and I can use that phone. With LTE, and you may know this in Singapore, that the spectrum is very different between each country, so the bands in which the LTE service works. So it's going to be very hard now to get a phone that enables you to roam around the world and get LTE service. You're going to have a device that's optimized for the Singapore market for LTE, and if you travel to other countries, in all probability, you'll only be able to use 3G service. So I think it's going to be many, many years before you can roam globally with LTE, which unfortunately is not, it's not a good progression, but it's extremely unlikely that frequency bands will be harmonized across the world to enable you to roam globally on LTE. So it's entirely possible that the next, iPad or other device that's sold here in Singapore will actually be designed for the Singapore market, and that it will only work on 3G when you go outside of your home country. So that's another challenge that we're working on. Obviously, a device manufacturer would like to support all those bands if possible, but right now that number probably looks like 15 if you really wanted to be able to roam globally. So it's another big challenge that we're helping mobile device manufacturers.